linebackers today, as Pitt will play a lot of man-to-man defense as usual. Alex Kessman kicked off for Pitt. Notre Dame won the toss. The best offensive lines in the country. Every starter back from last year. Book with plenty of time, but couldn't find somebody. He's a good runner. He dives down. Will they give him the mark at the 35? The right tackle, 132 combined career starts. The check down to Michael Mayer, the tight end. Terrific freshman out of Independence, Kentucky. Now shifts in closer. 2nd and 10. Book again forced to step up. Swings it out wide. Avery Davis has another Notre Dame first down. Ian Book, 19 yards rushing now on 3 carries. He throws down the middle and caught. It's Ben Skowronek with his first touchdown as a member of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The grad transfer from Northwestern, who's been bothered by a hamstring injury, has his 3rd catch for Notre Dame. It's a 34-yard score.
Ian Book, who has moved in the pocket, this time steps up again. Under duress, finds Skowronek, and then Paris Ford, one of the best players on this Pitt defense, made it costly.
To the Allegheny River, nice start for Notre Dame. First road game of the season for the Irish. Took the opening kickoff, went down the field and scored a touchdown. Here's DJ Turner bringing back Doors kickoff. Nice return. He's across the 35 and out of bounds. Redshirt freshman out of Mission Viejo, California. They bring a blitz after him on 3rd and 6, and he's on target for a first down to Trey Tipton. Western Pennsylvania players on this Notre Dame team. Yellen locks it up, and it is caught. Terrific catch at the 26-yard line. Influence of the Ohio, Allegheny, Monongahela rivers. After review by Rusty Acree in the replay booth, this was deemed a catch and a terrific one for a 22-yard gain. Yellen to Jacques Louis. I have to say he's been the most pleasant surprise of the early season. Yellen surrounded. Throws it at the feet of Taysir Mack. That was against Syracuse back in 2018. From 45 yards, right down the middle. Hampered by a hamstring injury. And Kyron Williams bounced outside, then he lowered his shoulder into Jason Pinnock. And it looks like Williams got the first down for Notre Dame. Book swings it out far side of the field. I mentioned Williams, an excellent receiver. He got face masked right in front of the Irish sideline. Plenty of assistance for the officials. It was Paris Ford. Chris Tyree at running back, and Weaver, who's been a presence here in the first quarter, dumps him for a loss.
Weaver has really improved the last 2 years. His strength and his ability to play the run. He always was a great pass rusher. Great discipline on that time. Comes inside the block, goes behind the line of scrimmage, and sacks.
Weaver missed all of last season with a knee injury. On the delay, Kyron Williams ahead for just 2. 3rd and 27, and they keep it on the ground, and the blitz dumps Williams for another loss.
Here's Sebastian Dennis right here. He's kind of acting like he's going to go back. Comes in at the last minute on the blitz. Anticipating run, got into the backfield, and the second time on this possession.
Brisk and overcast day here in the Steel City. 52 degrees with a light breeze. It's near 80 here the last couple of days. Cooled off last night. Pitt still cannot run the ball. Vincent Davis dropped for a loss. Here's Kevin Nagandi. The game has fallen off. Of course, the schedule's gotten tougher for Pitt, too. Yellen on 3rd down and 10. Sacked back at the 21-yard line. Notre Dame, his first of the year.
Again, you don't have to fear the run. It's a 4-man rush. They collapse the pocket, and they get Yellen on the ground.
Here's Kirk Christodoulou to punt, the Australian. A terrific year, according to Coach Narduzzi. Punts it on the run, line drive kick. Caught by Matt Salerno, made the first man miss. And he's out of bounds at the 37. Dating back to last year. Sebo Flemister, the running back on 3rd and 2. short yardage specialist. Like starting the season all over again when they played Florida State. Book is blitzed. He gets it off to the freshman tight end, Michael Mayer, who has a first down to the Pitt 42, tackled by the middle linebacker, Chase Pine.
Don't have guys that are creating a lot of separation right now.
Four-man rush, but Book was under duress. Now he throws and just throws it away. Found an empty spot. One of the reasons why he decided not to go to ND. Good movement up front to bring some pressure on Yellen. His pass batted down, but there's a flag. It was Addison, the intended receiver. It's a little early in the game for a grumpy old man routine. But there it is. Yellen, one-on-one coverage, and it is caught.
Wow.
By Jordan Addison.
Pretty much looks like Joey Yellen's going to have to throw just about every down. Notre Dame knows that too. They brought pressure. Yellen stayed in there and delivered a strike over the outside shoulder to Addison. And that's just a case of a receiver knowing where the football was.
Running back and forth just to get the play. It seems rather primitive communication. He's in trouble under pressure from a blitz, and he threw it away. Sean Crawford. These 60-year players battled a lot of injuries, played corner and safety. It wasn't too big for him last week in Miami when he made his first start as a Panther and his second collegiate start. Kirk Christodoulou brings it high in the air. And a fair catch made again by Matt Salerno. Thank you, Allstate. On first down, Ian Book again, weaving through some traffic, takes off running. To the 31-yard line for 18 yards and a first down.
Well, did a nice job stepping up.
Both the fifth-year seniors. Ian Book on 2nd and 10. He is smothered and taken down by the linebacker, Phil Campbell.
You can see Campbell right here. He's going to come on the outside. We talked about the defensive ends. The back is supposed to pick him up. Kyron Williams doesn't do a good enough job. Doesn't go meet it.
Behind Florida Atlantic with 6 sacks per game. 3rd and 14. Book steps into the throw. Up for grabs and caught. Ben Skowronek on his way with his 2nd touchdown of the day.
It's beat on the play by a bigger receiver. Marquez Williams, 5'9", 175 pounds. Skowronek, 6'3", 220. He just goes up and wins the fight for the football. And we have not seen this much. That ability to throw the football down the field.
The head coach at Mission Viejo, which is very comfortable for Joey. It's not Ocho Cinco.
Right.
A different Chad Johnson. Great quarterbacks have come out of Southern California, including Mr. Sanchez. A.J. Davis comes up about 2 yards short of the first down. 3rd down and 1, Notre Dame leading 14-3 midway through the second quarter. Kyron Williams wrestled down. Where will they spot it? Kyron Williams nowhere to run. Stacked up for another tackle for a loss. It's Savassier Dennis again.
Big play here for the Pitt defense.
3rd and 12, and it's deflected and almost intercepted through the hands of Braden Lenzy.
One of Book's issues in terms of passing is just a lack of touch and being able to take some miles per hour off the fastball.
Short punt by Jay Bramlett, and there is a flag down back near the line of scrimmage. You know what the all-time lead is in sacks at Pittsburgh? Talk about great players. And for 49 by Hugh Green. Joey Yellen on target for a first down.
First year playing at Penn State, lining up against him and Ricky Jackson in the Pitt-Penn State game was a scary, scary thing as a quarterback.
How about that? In 1980, they had 74 sacks as a team in 12 games. Intercepted. Short throw over the middle, picked off by the linebacker, Bo Bauer, who runs it back to the Pitt 45-yard line.
Bauer right here. He's going to drop into coverage and watch his eyes. The whole time he is on the quarterback. Not sure where the receiver is, but he's watching the quarterback gaining depth and then just steps right into the throwing lane. Joey Yellen, his eyes are locked on his receiver, and he doesn't pick up the coverage of the linebacker Bauer. A big interception.
And you're not as happy as you were when you weren't paying attention.
Tell you what, I like that coach in Indiana now. He's an excitable, energetic guy.
Open is Williams. He has the first down. And he's down at the 26-yard line. Narduzzi hopes when COVID goes away, D'Antonio will come visit and help him. His team here, give him some advice. Book keeps it on 31 and has it to the 15-yard line. For Damari Mathis, who would have been their #1 corner, he was injured in the preseason non-football injury out for the year. Big third down and 9. Book. And there are flags down. Looked like some pass interference as McKinley was being badgered by A.J. Woods.
Was the fullback right behind the quarterback.
Follow him.
Williams does, and he'll go into the end zone for a touchdown.
About this line, watch Kramer pull out and get a block here. Tremble is the lead block. This is a veteran, savvy offensive line, powerful tight end blockers, and the identity of this Notre Dame team.
Mark Whipple could probably be more help here as well to Yellen in this Pittsburgh offense. They're struggling to run the ball. They do there on the delay. Vincent Davis got 11 and a first down.
Got to find more ways to get him involved and get him the football.
Look out. The run game is just a disaster for Pittsburgh. Vincent Davis dropped for about a 5-yard loss. Sean Crawford up from the secondary. 6th year for Pat Narduzzi as head coach at Pitt. They run a screen to Vincent Davis. He gets dumped by Drew White.
That led to another score.
And the punt is blocked. Chris Deduro's punt is blocked. And it's recovered by Notre Dame for a touchdown. Isaiah Foskey blocked it. Special teams coaches in the country. Mr. Doolittle took a long time in that Australian rugby style to get it off. And Foskey, the sophomore from Antioch, California, of another powerhouse, De La Salle, the second career block punt. Only played in 4 games last year and then redshirted, but in one of those games he blocked a punt against Stanford. That drop certainly didn't help. There's a nice call, well executed. Vincent Davis runs for a first down, tackled by Nick McLeod.
One receiver's in. Bring the play into the
They used to do it in the old days. Send somebody in. Here's a blitz after Yellen on 3rd and 4. He had a wide open receiver and threw it over the head of Jared Wayne.
He's one of the best defensive players in the country. I've got him as a top 20 prospect coming out of Memphis.
Wow. Senior out of Hampton, Virginia. Gives him a variety of roles. No fair catch from Salerno.
They still got a ways to go in their passing game, but they look much better.
Williams for the first down. Now with the Big Ten playing this week, some of the other conferences swinging into action. On 3rd and short, Kyron Williams, redshirt freshman out of St. Louis.
To stay as low to the ground as he can.
3rd down and 10. Pittsburgh needs a stop. They don't get it. On target is booked to Michael Mayer. And a first down into Pitt territory to the 39.
Campbell was fooled completely.
There's 8 out of 11 on 3rd down now. Here's a toss to Jafar Armstrong. And he's dumped by Deslin Alexander.
Again, this defense thrives on tackles for loss. They came into the game with 67, one of the best in the country. 8 of 11 today because of so many short yardage situations on 3rd.
Another 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. A couple of fakes by Book. Gets himself free. Now a throwback to a wide open Javon McKinley. He weaves inside the 30 and takes off. Inside the 10 and down near the 5-yard line. Chopped down by Paris Ford.
Design throwback or not, here's McKinley, but watch, he's just going to stay right here like it's a wide receiver screen, but the quarterback doesn't throw it. It's a fake wide receiver screen. Ian Book's looking downfield. He knows that McKinley's still there because the fake was to him.
Ford started at a tie for the national lead with 3 interceptions. Book pulls it down and gets taken down short of the line of scrimmage.
This is an impressive defensive stand right now inside the 5-yard line.
Jonathan Dorr, the senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, with the chip shot. Gabe Brandler. 21-yarder is good. Jaden Daniels is a terrific player. He looks like he's going to be the quarterback for the Sun Devils for a while. Anyone decided that he wanted to go in the transfer portal. He lofts one up for grabs, and he's intercepted by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
You think maybe that's a matchup that favors you, wide receiver against a rover, but this is a special player. He was right in the hip pocket, got his head and eyes around, and then went up and high pointed the ball. I mean, you just can't play it.
And he's today's NFL linebacker. That's why he's going to be a top 20 pick.
First interception of the season, their second of the day. They had one all season, their first 4 games, to the delight of announcers everywhere.
No kidding.
More pressure from Pitt. Ian Book got it through to Michael Mayer. Down the sideline and shoved out of bounds inside the 30 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing 31-3. Why won't they sit on the clock and run the football? They need to keep working on their pass game. Pitt's going to continue to bring pressure.
This could be a pass from Kyron Williams. It will be. There are all kinds of flags down. Tremble, the intended receiver. The ball thrown out of the back of the end zone. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Book into a crowd, but he has the big target. It's Michael Mayer for a Notre Dame touchdown.
Now watch this as Mayer goes open. Right now, he's open. All right? But Ian Book doesn't get him the football there. He drifts, and he almost waits too long.
He was highly regarded as a developer of quarterbacks, including Ben Roethlisberger with the Steelers during his rookie year. Here he just throws that one up for grabs, and he'll be fortunate if that's not an interception, or is it? The officials are conferring, and it's going to be an interception for Nick McLeod.
Good positioning by McLeod. There's the catch. There's the foot in.
Did he have possession?
I think he did.
David Tyree-esque there, trapping it against his helmet for a bit.
1 interception coming into the game, now 3.
For Notre Dame today, that's the first as a member of the Fighting Irish for Nick McLeod.
The difference is the passing attack. I mean, Notre Dame can play defense with both of those teams. I would argue probably the best defense of the 3 teams.
On third down, on target, Book. And it's Avery Davis who's had a productive day. Lost the ball, but was out of bounds. Kelly made a point 3 times. They've run out the clock at the end of the half in the red zone. They score in this red zone possession. Sebo Flemister.
Wide receiver in the country that's playing this year. Jamar Chase opted out for LSU.
Bateman had opted out, and then when the Big Ten decided to play, he opted back in. Davis Bevel runs. He's a redshirt freshman.
A lot like Juju Smith-Schuster, who everyone here in Pittsburgh knows. He's going to run a 4.55 in the 40-yard dash. And he's going to wind up coming in the league.
You don't seem to have anybody who can make a play downfield in the passing game either. Bevel. Low throw. Jared Wayne couldn't rescue it. That appeared last Sunday on the day he died. Fair catch signal made by Matt Salerno. Our condolences to the Hartman family. Son Chad, a terrific sports broadcaster in the Twin Cities area as well. There's Brendan Clark in at quarterback now. And he gets a rude greeting to Braden Wenzel. He gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete in the general direction of Joe Wilkins. It's covered by Marquez Williams. Nick Patty is in at quarterback now. Seems to be more of a running threat. Pretty good thrower, too. That one's on target to Jacques Louis.
They were in that game. It was 21-16 midway through the third quarter. And they had a couple plays that really set them back, and they never recovered from it. 3 of Miami's touchdowns, 3 of De'Aaron King's touchdown passes last week were gifts. I mean, they were just wide open guys.
2 at most. Christodoulou, good punt. There's a flag down. Fair catch made by Matt Salerno. Brian Kelly, the last-second win, December 5th, 2009. To finish a perfect regular season. It was off to South Bend for Brian Kelly. 3rd down and 17. Drew Pine is the quarterback. Their 3rd quarterback. Far Armstrong again.
And they took a major step forward today.
Jay Bramlett punts. DJ Turner fielded at the 39. He retreated for a while. Now there's a flag down. Nice run back. Turner on the return. But you wonder if there was an illegal block during it.
The bottom line, he wins. The team believes in him. The coaches believe in him.
And both Tommy Reese and Brian Kelly. So when the game was on the line, he makes plays. Patty was stripped by Isaiah Pryor. And the Panthers got it back.
You can look at some of these backups in for these edge guys for Notre Dame are good-looking backups. Rangy, tall, rangy, athletic guys that fit this defense of Clark Lee.
Kind of dismiss the COVID season, at least a lot of people do. And these schools don't have money now because of the damage done by COVID, the loss of all this revenue. It's not considered a plum assignment on our terrific crew. Jafar Armstrong dropped for a 2-yard loss.
When you think about young people like that and just faced with so much uncertainty, you know, not just about whether you're going to have a football season or not, but so many other things that everybody has had to think about here this year. And for a guy like that, you know, to realize and recognize, hey, this is a great opportunity for me to...
Touchdown pass earlier against Florida State. First true freshman tight end to score a touchdown for Notre Dame. It's Kyle Rudolph. On to a distinguished career at the Minnesota Vikings. Out for football this year as a senior in high school.
It's one interception after another.
He's an interception machine. Owen had not played football until this year, his senior year in high school in Ohio. And he had been a wide receiver.
Went to Penn State from the state of Ohio and had a great year last year. And I'm just glad he gets to get out there and lead his team again this year.
Here's Flemister. Bounced out of bounds, shy of the first down. You're saying, you know, this is a team that may contend for an ACC championship. They went away from the 2 divisions this year, so it's just the top 2 teams in the conference.
And, you know, Clemson still is the #1 team in the country, and deservedly so, and super talented, with a couple generational players. But that game in South Bend in November, I mean, it could be a 70-degree day.
2 seconds left to go, and we really don't have enough time to try to look that up.
You can ponder.
We'll ponder. Answer to come next week. You know who would know that? Mike Tirico. He'll tell us when they play in a couple of weeks. Very impressive win for the Fighting Irish in their first road game of the season. They dominate the Pittsburgh Panthers and win 45-3, outgaining Pitt 434 to 162.